Hi, welcome to Gamepinion. I'm Paddy Murphy. I hope you've been following our series of video content where we've been doing some reviews of video games, such as The Sims 4, Infamous First Light, and NHL 15. So you can check them videos out at the links provided here. Today I'm going to be talking about a zombie game, something that everybody's probably getting really sick of because zombies have become just the biggest trope in the game world. But this is Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare, which I actually originally reviewed a couple of months back in March or so of this year for Xbox One when it was released exclusively on that platform. You can actually check out that review at this link if you want to hear a bit about what I thought of the game then. The reason I'm reviewing it now is because the game has come to PS4 and PC and other platforms, so this is a review of the PS4 version. Not much of my opinion has changed on it. Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare is really fun. It's great fun. The different classes are a great break from what we've gotten used to with the likes of Call of Duty and things like that. It's just full of that beautiful humour that Plants vs Zombies is acclaimed for. The graphics are really nice and cartoony and fun, but it's seriously lacking in content. It's got a very small amount of game modes. The PvP stuff is not great, so you'll typically end up just playing through the horde mode style gameplay, which is where you can play cooperatively with a couple of other players and face off against a bunch of zombies that are trying to attack your garden. That's probably the most enjoyable mode in the game. The PvP is, as I say, fairly limited. But the biggest issue that I've had with Plants vs Zombies, as I said in my review back in March, is that it's so there's so little content in the game that you kind of the game is typically released at about $40 in stores, but I think you can get it digitally and stuff on the PlayStation Store for around 30. But even still, it feels like a PlayStation Network game, like something you download for 15 or 20 bucks, and if it was something you downloaded for 15 or 20 bucks, you'd be so happy with it. It's a great little game for that much. But the problem is, as a €40 game, there's not enough content to keep you coming back, and plus in 6 months when people have stopped playing it, you're going to have a game that's essentially useless because there's going to be no other players to play with. And maybe it won't, maybe it will be one of those games that has a lifelong little kind of niche group of players that keep coming back to it, but I get the feeling that in 6 months when people are playing Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, because that's the audience that unfortunately this was targeting, who don't have an interest in cartoony, fun, quirky games, that they're going to be gone to those other shooters, and this is just going to be left sitting in the wasteland with nobody to play it. So if you are buying this game, try and pick it up for about 20 bucks. If you can, that's the most I would recommend spending on it. But it is fun, it is enjoyable, and if you're like me and you're sick of all the same generic Battlefield style shooters, then this is something different at least, which will break up that mundanity of just constantly going out and shooting minority groups as has become custom in Call of Duty and Battlefield. So yeah, go shoot a plant instead, or a zombie. I'm not going to judge, pick whichever one you want. I mean, I like plants because they're quirky. Look at this sunflower, he's gorgeous. But the zombies, they've got their own charm. I mean, look at this guy, he's got goggles on his head. He's kind of cool, I kind of dig him. But yeah, so Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare, it's available now on PS4 and PC and Xbox One. Check it out if you're able to get it for the right price. Hopefully very soon we'll be changing our format a little bit, where we'll be filming this on a higher resolution camera and also have better sound, because I know it is a bit trebly and echoey in here, but it's because we have such a gigantic office. I mean, it's the Grand Canyon, what do you expect? So thanks very much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and yeah, talk games.